Have you ever stopped to consider how one man could reshape the very fabric of society, forever changing the course of history? That man is Napoleon Bonaparte. Born in Corsica in the mid-18th century, Napoleon's life was anything but ordinary. His military prowess was evident from a young age, and it wasn't long before he was leading the French army to victory after victory, earning him a reputation as a formidable leader. His rise to power was swift and decisive. Upon seizing control of the French government in the late 18th century, he declared himself emperor, marking the beginning of a new era in French history. Napoleon's rule was characterized by significant political and social reforms, many of which have had a lasting impact on the nation and the world at large. So, Napoleon's early life and rise to power set the stage for a period of profound change in history. As the Emperor of the French, Napoleon's influence extended far beyond the battlefield. Napoleon Bonaparte, a name synonymous with military genius, was not just a conqueror but a transformative figure whose reign brought about sweeping changes in the society he ruled. One of the most significant changes Napoleon brought was the introduction of the Napoleonic Code, a comprehensive set of civil laws. This legal framework, which placed a great emphasis on clearly written and accessible law, was a departure from the patchwork of unwritten customary laws that prevailed in France before his reign. The Napoleonic Code dealt with property rights, civil rights, and family law, among other things, and it continues to serve as a foundation for many legal systems across the globe. But Napoleon's reforms were not limited to law alone. He revolutionized the education system, establishing a network of public schools under state control. This was a radical move at the time, aimed at creating an educated citizenry and a merit-based civil service. In the realm of infrastructure, Napoleon's reign saw the construction of roads, bridges, and canals which boosted trade and connectivity within the empire. His focus on infrastructure development also extended to urban planning, with the renovation of Paris being one of his most notable projects. And let's not forget Napoleon's influence on the arts. His patronage led to a resurgence of French culture, with the neoclassical style becoming prominent during his reign. The arts flourished, creating a new cultural identity that mirrored the grandeur and ambition of the Napoleonic era. What is clear is that Napoleon's reign was not just about military conquests. It was a time of innovation, development, and reform. His influence reached into every corner of society, from law to education, infrastructure to the arts, leaving an indelible mark that is still evident today. Napoleon's reign, though marked by war, also witnessed a period of extensive societal reform that still echoes in our world today. But as is often the case with great power, Napoleon's reign was not destined to last. The downfall of Napoleon Bonaparte reads like a tragic opera, an epic tale of ambition, hubris, and the relentless march of history. After a series of military blunders, notably his disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812, Napoleon's star began to dim. His once unstoppable Grande Armée was decimated, his control over Europe began to slip, and his dream of a Napoleonic dynasty started to crumble. In 1814, Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba. However, the man who had once been the master of Europe couldn't accept a quiet life in exile. He escaped and returned to France for a period known as the 100 Days, only to be defeated at the Battle of Waterloo and exiled once again, this time to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he lived out the rest of his days. Yet even in defeat and death, Napoleon's story was far from over. His legacy, like the man himself, proved to be larger than life. The Code Napoleon, or the Napoleonic Code, fundamentally altered the legal framework of many nations. His reforms in education, administration, and infrastructure laid the groundwork for modern systems that we still use today. Beyond his tangible reforms, Napoleon also left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of the world. He became a romantic figure, a symbol of ambition and potential, of what one person could achieve. His life has been immortalized in countless books, films, and works of art, and his strategies are still studied in military academies around the world. So, while his empire may have crumbled, Napoleon's impact did not. It's woven into the fabric of our societies, our culture, and our understanding of history. Despite his downfall, Napoleon's legacy continues to shape our world, making him a figure of enduring fascination and debate. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.